I am so excited to see Captain Marvel because I love to see women portrayed in power roles as strong, courageous women who can do anything that any boy can do.
I'm excited to see Captain Marvel because being a hero is an equal opportunity.
I'm really excited for this movie to see women do extraordinary things.
Welcome back to GMA, and it is wonderful. We have a wonderful audience, but we also have some of the brave members of our Air Force. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your service. We're excited to have you here, and we are excited to have our next guest as well. She's Marvel's first female superhero lead, starring in the highly anticipated Captain Marvel. Before we bring her out, let's take a look at her in action. Oh, yeah. Yes. And it gets better. Now, let's please welcome Oscar winner Brie Larson.
How you doing, baby?
I'm good. Oh, thank you.
Welcome. We are excited to have you here.
Thank you.
Saw the movie last night, and I'm like, what a hero she
you
is.
saw it?
Yes, you
Cool.
are. And you know, also on Instagram. I saw your Instagram.
You saw me on
story,
Instagram?
And you're on a pineapple. You're on a pineapple.
I know, dude. It's weird.
So does that mean you've now made it?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's just like not part of my experience that I thought would ever happen. Like no one warns you about that. Like I still was like, oh my God, I'm in Times Square. But really the pineapple kind of set it over the edge.
You said I could put you out like that. How can you top that?
No, I can't do anything else ever again.
How can we top your performance in this movie? Thank you so very much. It's a huge anybody that you looked to in the industry when you were coming along?
Oh, I mean, everybody. Yeah. It was really Toni Collette when I was younger that I looked up to, and then I eventually got to work with her. And then over the years, I've just had this like incredible experience of getting to work with legends, like on this film, getting to work with Annette on this, where you get to have all this time. You know, we have really long scenes together in this movie, so you get to play scene partners with somebody who's just incredible.
I know you had mentioned before Carrie Fisher when you saw her and how inspirational she was.
Yeah. I wanted to be Princess Leia.
You wanted to be Princess Leia?
Yeah, I actually had I bought a shirt. I was, like probably 8 years old. I bought a shirt that was for like maybe my size now, thinking that I was gonna get to play her at some point. I kept it in my closet. I'm sure my mom has it in the garage somewhere.
She does.
We saw you in action up there, strongest character in the universe. And Michael, check out these numbers. 225-pound deadlift.
More than me.
400-pound hip thrust.
More than me.
What was that training like?
Hard. Really hard. I cried a lot at the gym. I was basically like living there. I just have a whole new respect for athletes.
So you don't miss it?
Crazy. I mean, I'm still doing it, not quite to that level. If I have to do something, action-oriented again, I'll get back into it. But it changes everything. I mean, it changes your mind, it changes the way you carry yourself. But it's such a sacrifice. It's such a full-time commitment that I loved it. I really loved it.
But you were even pushing Jeeps uphill.
I did.
Wait, you run out of gas, or was that part of the training?
No, it was a joke. It really started as like a joke with my trainer because, Captain Marvel can move planets in the comic. And so I was like, well, if she can move planets, I should at least be able to push a car. and so that's how it went. After a couple months of training, I walked into the gym one day and he was like, all right, today's the day. And I was like, there's no way I can do that. And then he pushed me, and I did it. And I pushed that car at a slight incline for 60 seconds. Wow. And it's interesting. It's amazing. You realize the importance of good teachers, too, in those moments. A good coach is kind of everything, because I would have never thought that I could do that. And then that experience of feeling it and realizing that I could do more than what I had previously limited myself to.
And you had the experience of spending time with real members of the United States Air Force. We have some members. You trained. She was the first woman firefighter.
Fire pilot.
Yes, exactly. Just what you said. And we have Colonel Jackie, who has a question for you here in the audience.
Hi, Colonel Jackie Breeden. So I'm representing Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. We also have some ladies here from Dover Air Force Base. Cool. And all of us from the Total Force, Active Duty Guard Reserve, fly heavy aircraft. So air refuelers and cargo. But we understand that you had an opportunity to fly in a fighter. So we're wondering if you enjoyed it and would you do it again?
I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, and I do want to do it again, mostly because I'm competitive and I only pulled 6.5 Gs, so I want to get to It was amazing. I got to spend 2 days at the Nellis Air Force Base and hanging with fighter pilots and kind of learning the ropes. I mean, as much as you can in 2 days, just so that when it came to being up in the air, you know, in the movie, I looked like I knew what I was doing. And at the premiere, which I think was yesterday actually, or 2 days ago, we actually had a lot of the Air Force there, a lot of the people who were on set with us. And it wasn't until I was sitting there in the audience where I was like, I hope this is okay. But they seemed to be really pleased with how it all turned out.
Only 6.5 Gs.
I know, you heard that? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's hard to explain what G's feel like. I mean, it's kind of like, the closest I can say is like, you know, a roller coaster when it takes off, but like a million times more than that.
I would be nauseous.
third time working with Sam and Jackson. You got to tell us about the first time.
My first time working with Sam was on Kong Skull Island. My first time meeting him, we had a cast dinner, and he like looked at me with like that like classic like
At Sam.
face for like the first hour, and it was just really hard to have dinner was over for an hour. He was looking at you like that, but I just like refused. I was like, I'm gonna win you over. We're gonna be great friends, and we did. By the end of it, he was like, you make me laugh. I like that.
Yeah, Sam tried to intimidate you. He tried to intimidate you.
Yeah, he says that he's not intimidating, but he is. He is.
And the funny thing is, when you watch the film, you're like, man, they aged him back 20 years.
But he kind of looks the same. He kind of looks exactly the same. I mean, he's so cute. He's so cute in the movie. Oh my gosh! But I feel like he looks the same.
Everybody who's intimidated by Sam now is going, oh, he's so cute. That kind of you just kind of killed all that thunder. But I'm telling you what, the movie is fantastic. And everybody, make sure you go check it out. Captain Marvel hits theaters on Friday. And you know what we're doing? We're giving our entire audience IMAX tickets to experience the film on the biggest screen out there. Brie Larson, thank you so much.